Hey, what's going on, guys? It is James with another installment of Crayola Corner. Welcome back. Um, so in this one, continuing on the first functions problem from Replit, I've copy and pasted the next question, and this one is it longer than five? Let's check it out. So create a function called longer than five that takes a string as its first argument, console.log true if the string is longer than 5 characters, false if not. All right. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Literally every time I come up to greater than or less than problems, I always forget which way the mouth is going. So I am not ashamed to admit that I'm going to do greater than versus less than and try to get some go away and try to get try to get some knowledge real quick so that way when I set this up I know exactly what I'm going to do. Don't need a video transcript. Oh my gosh. Too much, too much, too much. So just show me something real quick. Let's see what we can do. It's like a nice little math thing. No, this is a problem. This helps me none. So honestly, as a coder, Googling is probably your best friend. And knowing how to be a good Googler is a skill that gets better over time. Okay. No, I don't need. Okay. Don't need a video. Greater than and less than math symbols. First, you have to remember is a less than symbol looks like the letter L. See? Boom. Got it. That means to me the thing on the left is going to be less than, the thing on the right is going to be greater than. Cool. The greater than symbol. Awesome. So flip it around. Cool. So I'm actually going to take this real quick and I'm going to control it and I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to comment it so that way I can remember this, and same thing with this. And as silly as it seems, like when I'm doing my code, these are things that I want to make sure that I remember. And to be honest, now that I've taken the time to go in and look at this, this is something that's going to help me later on. Cool, so let's get back to it. I'm going to create a function and it's going to be called longer than, oh my gosh, it's going to be called longer than 5. So we're going to copy and paste this to prevent syntax errors. If I can get my cursor there, Control C, Control V. I'm going to set up my function and I'm going to finish setting it up. Cool. It's going to take an argument as a string. I'm just going to denote str. That way someone who comes looks at my code knows that it's going to be a string. Yet again, it just tells me that it wants to be an if statement. So if something is true, then it wants us to console.log true. And else, let's set up our else. Else, we're going to console.log false. I cannot spell false for the life of me. Good Lord. Cool, so let's go back here and look at what the condition says. It says if the string is longer than 5. Cool. So if the string is longer than 5, console.log true. If not, console.log false. So now let's put this in a way that JavaScript can understand. And using my newfound knowledge of greater than or less than, I can do it this way. If str.length is greater than 5, console.log true. Else, false. And so there's so many other ways to go about solving this problem. Some are more complex and convoluted. If you didn't know that strings act like arrays, you might not know that you could do string.length here. You might think that maybe you're going to split this and put it into array, loop through the array, and then compare it with a conditional at that point. But because I know that strings act like arrays, I can pass it in this way. So let's go ahead and test this bad boy out. Control V. So let's put in a string, JAMES. So that's exactly 5. So what I expect to happen here is that I'm going to get false. So let's run it. Let's run it. And what's going on here? String.length. Let's go ahead and log str, save it and run it. Okay, I must not have saved. So anyway, what I was about to do there is I was going to console.log whatever the string was being passed in, and see if I could get what was happening. But yet again, James has forgotten to save, and so let's run it again just to be sure. Cool. One day I might use auto save, but until then, you guys are just going to have to bear with me and grit through the mistakes with me. So James is here. What I expect to happen is we need to return true. Cool. Awesome. Let's mess with one more use case because that seems to be fun. This is 3 letters, so we expect it to return false. Bam, false. So everything seems to be running fairly well. That is the solution to, I'm going to comment this guy out and save it. This is the solution to the third problem.